What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel on the 17-foot Mako rebuild. In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to take this old center console and basically make it a brand new center console. We're going to shorten it, cut the middle out, reconnect it, seal all these holes up, and we're also going to be building a live well seat in the front of here. So stay tuned. This video is going to be good. Just a quick update from the last video. The floors are all sealed in, as you could tell, all down the sides here, down the middle, all up in the front, nice and sealed. We're going to finish the back once we get this live well built on the center console, so we can run the plumbing and stuff before sealing the floors in. So let's get started. Step one, we're taking the ratchet and we're going to take all these screws and compass handles, all this stuff. We're going to strip it all down, get it pressure clean, nice and clean, and then we're going to measure and mark in the center and cut out the middle and shorten this up so we have more square footage on the boat. All right, center console's dried. I made a line, straight line going all the way down the center console. I'm gonna get this cut with the electric saw, and then from there I'm gonna measure about 8 inches in, make another line and get that cut and shrink this center console so we have more space. Alright, got the line marked 9 inches in, shorten the center console. So let's get this side cut and get ready to connect them. Something like that. That's nice. Nice little center console. Like I said, we'll build a live well here too. Alright, so now that we got the center console cut, we got to grind all the inside out, get all this rotted wood out here, and get it cleaned up and get ready for some new glass and some new Kusa board. We're not doing wood. Like I said, this boat's going to be rot free. So let's get the grinder and start grinding this all out. Alright guys, basically got this side all grinded down. There's still a couple little pieces in the corner I need to do, but yeah, that took me a lot longer than I was expecting. starting to run out of daylight, so I'm gonna grind this one all down another day. As you can see how much stuff I had to knock down to get it to look like this. So yeah, gonna wrap it up today. I'll be back another day to finish this center console, so stay tuned. All right guys, it's a new day. We got the center console halves grinded up and cleaned out, ready to lay some fiberglass in them. First, we're going to lay some chopped strand and 1708 on the sides of each one before we connect the halves with a piece of Kusa board. So we got the 1708 and the chopped strand rolls here ready to get cut. The epoxy and the resin over there ready to get mixed. And of course we got our Islamorada beverages over here ready to get drank. Keep us hydrated through this build. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Much love. Now let's get started. All right, so we got the one side laid in with chopped strand. Now we're gonna cut up some 1708 and lay it in while it's still wet so it could absorb onto the 1708. So let's get this cut out now. Like I said, I wanted to lay this down before the mesh started to dry, so at least it could connect to the mesh we just laid. As you can see, it's starting to soak through. This is a good thing. It's laid in there nice and good. Lay that there. I got the 1708 sheets laid out to where I want to be. We'll just remove them, see, like that, and do one piece at a time. I'm trying to do this with one hand so you can see. All right, once we got it wet, the 1708 with the paint roller, take our pen roller and start getting these little air bubbles out. All right guys, we got the mesh and 1708 laid out on the sides here, and here kind of pop the fiberglass up a little bit where that speaker is so it doesn't sit down, it sits in. So yeah, we're gonna let this now dry for a couple hours until it starts hardening, and then we're gonna make a template out of the Kusa board and connect these two pieces with the Kusa board. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have myself a little Islamorada beer while I wait. All right, got the center console flipped back over. The sides are hard enough, secured. Ended up making two templates to cut out of the 1/2-inch Kusa board. I'm gonna trace those up with the Sharpie. All right, so we got two pieces of the Kusa board cut out, 1/2-inch. This piece is gonna go here to connect the two pieces together, and then this piece is gonna go right over here. Obviously on the inside, we're using a 4:1 mixing ratio of epoxy with the silica to make a thick batch. lay it all over this board here and take the C-clamps and apply pressure all over to it to secure it. We got the 1/2-inch Kusa board secured here, connecting it there in the front. And then we got a piece of Kusa board here secured in, clamped up, applying a bunch of pressure so that it could cure with the thick epoxy. And then once it cures, we'll take the clamps off, flip it back upside down, and glass it in from the inside. All right, so it's been 24 hours. This has been curing. I ended up last night putting some more support beams to connect it. We're gonna take these clamps off here soon, lay some 1708 fiberglass and connect it all around and seal it up, then get it all sanded down and should be good to go. More Kusa panels glued in there. Got it all glassed in with 1708 and mesh chop strand. About to run some more chop strand and 1708 on this side. Then flip it over, fill in the holes and whatever crevices are there, and sand it down, and we're done. Alright guys, we got the core and the fiberglass in the center console. It is pretty much done on the inside. All we got to do now, as you can see, everything's glassed in with 1708 and all the main surfaces are cored in, even here to connect. So yeah, we'll flip it over. This thing is solid, like rock solid. So, what are you doing back here, buddy? Hey. Mako, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Not supposed to be back here, you know that, right? So yeah, this is the finished product from the inside. Now the outside, we got to fill up all this gap here, fill this up a little bit, get it grinded and sanded down, but yeah. Alright, we got some chop strand cut up, got the layers here. Layer there, fill this gap up, sand it there. All right, quickly mixed up a 4:1 ratio of epoxy, a little bit of a fast curing since it's only a little spot here and there. So let's take our paintbrush real quick and dab it up, get that painted all in the inside there, like so. Start laying these pieces in. Like that. layer by layer, we'll paint it on. Alright, so we got the mesh laid in. Now we're doing the 1708. Getting that pushed in and layered up. Obviously the mesh side in. Go, keep going like that. I'll glass that all over. Alright, good morning, good morning. This will be the last part of this video on the center console. So we got it all built up, as you can see, and filled in here. A little quick walk around. It seems there's a couple spots, but we'll hit that with some fairing compound. Got our sanding wheel and some 80 grit sandpaper. Just gonna sit here and start getting it all sanded down and as leveled as possible with that. So the sander is taking too long to knock the high stuff down, so I got the electric grinder to knock it down. Alright folks, that's a wrap for this video. We got this grinded down, sanded down, as leveled as possible. We gotta put some fairing compound, but we're gonna wait till it's all said and done, because the next video I'm gonna be building the live well seat coming off the front. So like and subscribe and stay tuned for that video. That's gonna be really cool, building the live well on this center console that we shortened up. So yeah, thanks for watching, appreciate the support. Peace.